Welcome into the recap of the Cubs' 6-3 loss to the Washington Nationals as the Cubs get off to a tough start in their first weekend, dropping 2 of 3 to a club that lost 96 games a season ago. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partners of the Chicago Bears. And our great partners at Tasty Trade, stocks, crypto, futures, options. Your online trading platform should always be tastytrade.com. Everyone who follows me knows I was not a fan of bringing Shota Imanaga back. You couldn't start him in the most important game you played a season ago, Game 5 against the Brewers, because you didn't trust him. The manager said that. Just couldn't put him out there. They signed him for $22 million because they picked up the qualifying offer and he accepted it. Oh, you're coming back? So he got a $7 million raise, yet you couldn't pitch him in the biggest game of the season. Never understood that decision, never will understand that decision. And people out there that say, well, it's only a one-year deal, there's no bad one-year deals. Yeah, you could have taken that $22 million and you could have put it into somebody else. Add a little more, and maybe you go sign a stud like Dylan Cease or Framber Valdez, somebody that is far more dominant than what Shota Imanaga appears to be. And today, in the first inning, bing, bang, boom, Joey Wiemer, who was awesome all weekend for Washington, 3-run home run. You blink, you go, oh, wow. Already down 3 runs, and the Cubs could never crawl back because their offense wasn't good either against a guy in Irvin who led the major leagues in home runs allowed a year ago. Cubs played long ball. They had 3 solo home runs. They had 4 hits on the day. Let's start with our Gallagher player of the game. It was really the only bright spot for the Chicago Cubs since 1927. Our friends at Gallagher have been serving Chicago, partnering with businesses of every size to provide insurance, risk management, and people strategies. Learn more at ajg.com. It's Alex Bregman. Alex Bregman, 2 home runs today. He did his part. He played solid over at third, 2 solo jacks, but that was really all the Cubs got except for an Ian Happ home run as well. But there is your Gallagher player of the game. Super cool to see Alex Bregman off to a nice start to his season. Let's go inside the box score. And you're not going to like what you hear. Brought to you by our great partners at Sinus and Snoring MD. This guy doesn't snore anymore. And if you snore, you owe it to your significant other to get that fixed. It's easy. It's painless. SinusandSnoringMD.com. We go inside the box score. Joey Wiemer, who was awesome all weekend, 3 for 3 and a walk and a 3-run home run that was the game-winning hit right from the jump. First inning. Boom. There it goes to left field, and they had control of the game right from the get-go. For the Cubs, they got 4 hits. That's it. Against a guy who led the big leagues in home runs allowed. He looked really good to me, Irvin. The Cubs got a Happ home run. I told you the 2 home runs for Alex Bregman. Nothing from Bush, who had a good career history against him. Nothing from PCA today. Nico Horner did get on and did have a stolen base, but they just really never got any traffic and never got anything manufactured in terms of a threat. Again, I'm not an Imanaga guy. Never have been, never will be. Just don't think he has good enough stuff. I hope he proves me wrong. I'll be the first guy to say it. I just don't understand that decision. To bring him back, I didn't like it then. I don't like it now. Let's take a look at the starting pitching matchup. It's brought to you by our great partners at Hooters. Winging it. That's right. These are the numbers. OriginalHooters.com, 11 Chicago area locations. Imanaga, 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He did strike out 7. He did have some good dive on his sinker or his split. Jake Irvin, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. They're earned, 7 Ks, a walk. But he was pitching with the lead the whole time he was in there. He did give up back-to-back home runs, Bregman and Happ solos. But other than that, that dude was on cruise control by only walking 1 man. Cubs lose this one, 6-3. What's up next? Another team that was up the track a year ago that you should beat. It's tomorrow night, the first night game at Wrigley Field. It's our Studio 41 look ahead. Chicago's home design showroom, studio41.com, 13 Chicago area locations. The Angels come in. You get 3 games against the Anaheim Angels. And when you looked at the schedule and went, Nationals, Angels, wow, good way to start. You ought to make some hay. You're 1-2. And then you get a day off Thursday and you go to Cleveland. And you got to deal with them. And they've got good pitching and they got Jose Ramirez. So you better figure it out quick. Cubs lose 6-3 the final. Have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow night for baseball and a full day of programming here on the Recap. Take that.